Okay, so we are back with another tutorial. I really wanted to glam this look up, and I feel like I'm gonna go through a streak where I'm just like, during this whole holiday season, I'm just really going big and go home. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying the end results. It's really fun. So today I'm actually just going to start with the skin. My face is already moisturized. I already have my tinted moisturizer on. I really love using that because it helps to even out my base, even out my skin, and really becomes a really good base for me to work with my foundation. So right now I have my CC cream, which is partly empty, but you know, we gonna squeeze whatever we can out of this. This is in Rich Honey. I love this one because I feel like it's a nice balance between my summer and winter seasons. I actually also have this one, which is Rich, and it's a bit lighter, so when it really starts to become cold in New York, I get a bit more pale, and I feel like this fits me best. So I wanted to go in with this Studio Photo Finish by M.A.C. This is a full coverage concealer, and this is in N35. I wanted to actually just see how I can work with this. So I'm going in with a full coverage concealer that's going to be able to blend out really nicely, as well as give me the bold highlight that I'm looking for. So now I'm going to let this concealer sit for a little bit, and I actually want to go in now with NW50. This is another Studio Finish concealer. It's a nice chocolate, but it also has a bit of a red tone to it. And I'm going to go in with my contour brush. This is Talcon Contour C166. And I really just want to use the brush instead of the Beauty Blender to just really get this product exactly where I want it. I really just wanted to try out this product. I know it has a bit more red than I'm accustomed to, but I had it for a while, and I feel like sometimes you just really got to go back into the products that you bought, you know, and try it out again. Maybe it might work again for you this time. And for me, that's the journey that I'm on. I'm really just going through most of my products and just kind of reintroducing myself to it, and not judging it from the first experience. And I really wanted this look to be bold, so I'm going in with the full coverage products to really make it effortless and really give me that bold look that we're going for. So I'm going to put this on my cheekbone. So now I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to smooth out any harsh lines that we created with the contour, as well as just to really blend everything in together. So now I'm just blending out the highlight, and as I'm doing that, I am making sure that I go back and forth. I have the darker concealer on the bottom of the sponge, which is my favorite thing to do, so that when I'm actually starting to blend and merge the highlights and the contour together, it actually goes seamlessly, because I'm going back and forth with the part that's highlighted as well as the part that is darkened with the contour, and it just makes a nice gradient effect. Blend, blend, blend. That is like my motto. Blend, period. Take your time, work on your face, blend it out. I'm also going to take whatever is excess of the highlight and put it over my lid. That way I don't have to go in and actually add any concealer to the eyelid. It will already be there and already be prepped for the eyeshadow. My makeup game has changed so much the moment that I put more effort into making sure that the skin looks amazing compared to just focusing on the eyeshadow. Like, once you start to make sure everything is on point, the whole look just comes together. It comes together so nicely, so effortlessly, and it's just a game changer. Like you would hear in my last videos, I stress about taking care of your skin. It's so important. It really has changed everything for me when it comes to how my makeup goes on. So I'm going in with a bit more contour just to tone down any of the really bright highlighted areas and also really give me a nice gradient effect. Do not be afraid to go back and add touches to areas that you really just want to stand out or tone down. Like, go back and really just work it in. I'm taking what's left on the brush and I'm just going down the contours of my nose. And because I'm not adding more product, it actually makes it much easier to blend it out. I also find that full coverage foundation, concealers, things like that, especially underneath the eye, it creases the fastest because it's thicker consistency. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and set this up, but I'm so proud of myself. Like, I really go through this process and I really just get super excited, especially when I look at the progress, when I look at what I'm doing, the masterpiece that I be creating, y'all. Like, it's getting serious and I'm so loving it more and more and more. Like, this is like look at the skin. Like, this is why it's so important to really take your time and do your foundation, because this looks official. I love it. I love that my face doesn't look flat. Like, that's what I go for. That's what I look for. If it looks flat, it bothers me the most because there's no shape or dimension. I don't look like myself. I don't recognize myself. So I really, really focus on making sure that there is a whole bunch of dimensions and a whole bunch of shadows and highlights going on here, because it just allows you to see yourself, but just enhance. So before this goes ahead and crease like crazy, I'm gonna go ahead and take a powder puff and I'm gonna set underneath my eye. I'm gonna use my handy dandy Sugar Cookie by Huda Beauty. Like, I seriously love this product. Like, there's a cloth here, and that cloth on top of the genius, say it again, genius move to actually put a cover here that you can keep. Like, I feel like I can't travel without this cover, and I can't travel without this mesh, because it just makes it so much easier to pick up product without picking up too much. Also, it actually removes the fear of actually, if it does actually open up and fall out, you're not going to lose all your product. You might lose whatever on the top. Everything else will be sealed off in the jar itself, that you don't even have to worry about spillage. Like, this is all genius. I just love it. I love it. So I'm going to take my powder puff. I'm going to dip it into the product. What I like to do particularly is actually dip it into the product and like brush off any excess, or swoop off, I should say, any excess. So again, because this is a full coverage concealer, it creases really quickly. So I'm just going to make sure that I blend this out one more time before I set it, because once you set it, once it's creased, it will stay that way. And it's harder to remove it. Now I'm only using Sugar Cookie in the highlighted areas. I really like doing this trick. So this is a mixture of my Banana Ben 9 as well as Fenty and Hazelnut. So it's a nice little, I love the jar, so I like depotting my powders into here. It makes it just so much easier for me. And because this powder has more of a golden undertone, I like to use that all over the face. That way it doesn't tone down any of the darker contours too much. So I love blush, and I am gonna go in with a deeper color than I normally do mostly. So this is Love Thing by M.A.C. So I'm gonna go in with my Sigma blush brush. So sometimes I can be really heavy-handed with my blush. It's nice to actually take the same beauty blender that had your highlight or your foundation and just really blend out the edges just to soften it up.
During technical difficulties, but the show must go on. I was able to do my brows behind the camera, and right now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Cherry palette, and I'm also using my flat shaded brush in 227 by Sigma. I'm going in with the color Feels. I love this warm rosy color as a base, and I'm using this to apply this all over my lid. I feel like it really does help to warm the look up without being too intense, and I'm making sure to put that on the lower lash line as well. And I'm going now in with another color, Devilish. I'm going to deepen my crease a bit more, and we're just going to concentrate more of the color in this area just to really kind of wing it out and lift the eye area some more. For me, I love doing this technique. I love lifting my eye and really enhancing that feature of me. My best feature is my eye, you know, so hey, what can I say? I'm also taking this slightly above on the inner parts of the eyelid as well, just slightly touching the top of the brow. I'm taking this as well underneath the lash line just to deepen this area a bit more, making it a bit of a rosy smoke. I'm going back with the 227, and I'm just blending out the brow bone just to really soften everything in this area and really making it seamless from one shade to the other. Now I'm switching to my M.A.C palette. It has more fuchsia tones. It really is. The palette is called Fuchsia, to be honest. And I'm going in with the beautiful glitter shade, and I'm just concentrating this on the lid. I'm not going too far into the crease. I really just wanted to highlight more the center of my eye and the inner corners of my eye as well, just to really brighten up this area and kind of making it a cut crease, but not really, because I'm going to blend it out, you'll see. So now I'm going in with the other side of the brush is fluffy, and I really am using this just to blend out the crease area, just to remove any harsh lines. Now it's time to remove this excess powder underneath the eye. We are pretty much done with any excess fallout, hopefully. Now I want to go in with my favorite product. This is M.A.C Blacktrack Fluidline. I love this product. It doesn't dry out. I've had it for years. And I'm going in with my flat shaded brush, and I'm making just a soft single line on the top lashes as well as the bottom. I really want to make my lashes look so much more thicker and effortless, and I'm making sure to go in the inner corners of the eye. I'm also going to be winging this out at the end so that my eye is a bit more lifted, and I'm going to go and use two brushes just to make the blending a lot more easier. One brush actually has more product on it than the other, so when it comes to blending, it's just much more easier, trust me. I'm also making sure that I put it on the lower lash line as well when I am done, just really making my lashes pop even further, especially when I put on the mascara. Everything is just gonna look like one. Now let's apply some lashes. I'm going in with my Kiss lashes. These are MS03 3D lashes. They're pretty fire. I like them. Now, I like to look down when I'm putting on my lashes because my lashes curl, and if anybody get falsies, you know the difference between C and L shape. I have a C shape, so it makes it so much harder when you're looking up and applying lashes, or even straight ahead. I just feel like I just easily make mistakes compared to when I look down. It's like I can easily just apply the lash for some way, somehow. I don't know the science between it, but when I look down, I can do it way easily.
So I'm going in with a tiny liner brush, and I really just want to use this to conceal my lashes. I like to blend them in completely. That's a little trick that I love to use. So I would take any black. It could be a black pencil, it could be a black gel, it doesn't matter. Long as you're able to make a point and a nice clean line with it, I would take it on top of my lashes, right where they touch my lid, and I would just blend it together. And I really like to take that really deep into the inner corners of the eye, just so that the lashes blend in so nicely. So it starts out really thin, and then we bring it out, as well as, you know, fix any errors that may have occurred. Glitter fallout that I see, I really get to darken this and deepen this area. You're able to clean off your lashes. Anything that may have fallen in the lashes, you can easily just go in and just dust it off. That way it's clean and pristine. So when you look at me, you can't tell where the eyelashes end and where the eyelash begins. And that to me is the point in makeup. Like, I don't want to see the lines, I don't want to see the contour, I don't want to see anything. I just want to look at you and be like, damn, your makeup looks on point, period. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to go in and add some highlight to my cheeks. I'm going to go in with my Dior Skin in 002. I love this. I love the graining effect. I love the different shades. It really doesn't go on ashy. It really goes on nice and warm. Because the colors are warm, it really complements me. So I'm just going to use that and add it to the high points of my cheek. And it gives like a nice sheen yet wet look that I really adore without being too harsh, but yet the intensity is buildable. I'm going to put a light layer on the forehead just to give a nice soft glow, as well as down the bridge of the nose. And it just highlights and softens the area, while the cheek can still be nice and pigmented and defined. So for the lips, I'm gonna go in with Lip Cheat. This is a Charlotte Tilbury, and it is in the color 2 medium.
So during this time, my computer stopped once again, and I went ahead and applied Anastasia's liquid lipstick in Sand, and you'll see that it wind up turning out really nicely.
So I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Forever glitter. It's not much in here, but it's enough to get the job done. I'm gonna go in with my big fluffy 222 brush from M.A.C, and I'm just going to dab some of that glitter onto the lid just to spruce it up a bit more, give it a more glam look. And I'm staying on the inner corners of the lid, and I'm going a little bit above the crease just to add a bit of more glam and just make that center of the eye just pop. Look how gorgeous this has come out. Look at this look. I am so in love. So now I'm gonna go in and just set my face just to get rid of any excess powder and just really have this makeup blend so well together. Thank you for staying with me and watching me do this glow up, because this is the bomb diggities. Look at this look. You can't tell me that this isn't something that you want to not recreate. Like, this is just freaking bomb. Like, for real, I feel like a Barbie doll. It's dope. Look, we are just bringing the heat all winter long. You want to know why? Because this is my birthday month and I am flexing on everyone this month, as I should. I feel like we're all allowed to just, you know, have our ego twice as high on our birthday month. There's nothing wrong with that. Other than that, I hope you like, a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. The bomb diggities. What you saying?